Hello, I'm Jayasree's friend from England, and I just wanted to share a few things about her life in England with you. Jayasree once introduced me to someone as her student, come sister, come friend, come advisor, and I can't think of a better way to describe our relationship or explain what she meant to me also. We met in 2004. I was looking for an Indian classical music teacher and was advised that a young, extremely talented lady had come from India and was living and teaching in Leeds. So I met Jayasree. Obviously, her musical ability and her talent were apparent from our first meeting, but more importantly, we clicked immediately and soon formed a deep, honest, and supportive friendship. Jayasree had recently come to the UK and I had recently graduated. We were both at similar stages in our lives. And Jayasree loved life, music, films, food, people, all different types and cultures. And Jayasree was really so human, a real human and compassionate soul, so much so that people were frequently distracted by her engaging personality and did not realise how gifted and talented a musician she was until they had the privilege to see her perform. Jayasree's talent was undisputable and her dedication to her craft was unrivaled. But I observed and once said to her that what was truly unique about her as a musician and human being was her ability to communicate herself across cultures, age groups, and musical ability. She could perform in front of and communicate to an audience of hundreds of people on a personal level as clearly and intimately as on a one-on-one music lesson. Jayasree had high standards in her choices in life, in her personal life and towards her craft. She didn't have to take the less trodden path. She did not have to teach. She was in enough demand as a performer, but as a teacher she was second to none. Her clarity of understanding and methods of teaching were excellent. She cared deeply and nurtured all of her students' abilities, which she did not have to do. But this was Jayasree. She had high standards in her choices, and she had high expectations of herself. She strove to be the best, and she was abundantly generous enough to give the best to her students as well. I remember when I took her to meet my friends who studied Cuban music. They were so engaged by her laughing and jokes. It was only later I had to tell them she was a musician, because she never made any issue of her talent. I also remember asking her for help to work out some Cuban music patterns and just watching her listen to the music and work out a melody effortlessly. Of course, when I sang this in my Cuban music lesson, people could not believe or work out how and where the melody had been constructed. She was this deeply in touch with her music. With Jayasree, I will also miss planning. We both used to love to plan. She would be called to perform in Germany and Denmark, and I would also say, okay, when I'm more settled in my work, I will come with you. Or we would constantly plan dinner or cinema or go out with friends. Even when she was receiving intensive chemotherapy, we were still planning. Okay, when you're better, we'll go to Europe, we'll go to this concert, we'll go to this and that. That much. Even when things were bleak, she was more and more positive. The last time I saw her, we were still planning. She left some of her important possessions with me because she said she would be back, and I believed her. Her resolve was always so strong, and I had seen her overcome so much. I was convinced she would overcome this, because every time her body weakened, her spirit became stronger. And even after her body passed, her spirit is still so present everywhere she occupied in Leeds. Every time I drive past the flat she lived in, the supermarket she went to, SAR UK premises, Carriage Works Theatre where she performed and did workshops, Headingley and Chapeltown Gurdwara, Headingley Temple, her presence is still so strong because more than anything, she loved that city and that city loved her. And that's what I really miss, that everything Jayasree believed and everything Jayasree did came first from love. And what her passing has made me realise is that all you really leave behind is the love and happiness that you give to other people. And Jayasree left this in abundance. Looking at her Facebook page, there is line after line from her students and friends saying how she made them laugh, her patience, compassion, care and love. I feel truly privileged to have been any part in her too short but sparkling life. I'm just going to read a few things people from England have written about her on her Facebook pages. First one is from Natasha Dauphin, one of her French students. It says, "Dearest Jayasree, I did not want to write about you. I want to write to you, for I feel you are with us and you will always be with us. Here in England, it is spring, blossoms everywhere, colourful petals flying in the sky, dropping onto earth, making the ground beautiful and making people smile, just like you did during your life on earth. You made the place more beautiful, warmed people's hearts and made them smile. I feel blessed and honoured to have you as a friend, sister and teacher, and you will always be my friend, sister and teacher. I will forever cherish the special moments we spent together, just as all the people who crossed your path will. You touched our hearts with your kindness, love, voice, music, humour, courage and laughter. This will make us strong as time goes by. Your beautiful little body became too small to contain your growing soul, but you are now free, free to travel without physical pain or restrictions. Your soul will keep singing forever, across the lands and seas. There will be no frontiers, no separations. You can now dance in the eternal light without it burning your eyes, and I know you will keep a star lit for us day and night. Dance, my friend, dance. Do not worry about us, about what you haven't done here. You can be proud of your achievements on this earth, for they are far bigger than anyone will realize. Keep smiling, and I will hug a teddy bear for you from time to time. I love you, Natasha Dauphin." The second is from Chetna Joshi. "Jayasree may have been younger to me in age, but her talent and experience exceeded mine by far. To me, she was always my guru and will be forever, in music and in spirit. Knowing her and her fearless battle with cancer that finally consumed her has filled me with new zest and vigour to face with a smile the challenges of day-to-day life. She has taught me to find music and rhythm in each living moment of my time on earth. She has taught me above all to be fearless. Jayasree has lived up to her name. Jayasree, the goddess of victory. No one can conquer death, but few can conquer the fear of its inevitability, and Jayasree was one of them. With lots and lots of love to you, Jayasree, wherever you are. You will always be close in my heart forever. Chetna Joshi." And just the last one I'll do from Pritpal Singh. "Jayasree, all our lives will be a little less colourful and a little less enjoyable now that you are not in it. I'm going to miss your stories, infectious smile and sharp wit. I spent some time today going through old emails and cards that you sent. Some made me upset, but most of them made me laugh. Thank you so much for putting up with me for so long. Rest in peace, sister, and I will see you on the other side."